Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, we're now once again kind of seeing a lot of people, well, being disappointed in PlayStation. Now, as you guys have probably seen, we saw some pretty big events going on. We saw the Ubisoft one, which was, I guess, okay. We did have a chance to go into the brand new Star Wars, which I'll probably pick up, and the brand new Assassin's Creed, which also reluctantly I'll probably go and pick up. And then we also had the Xbox Showcase, which overall, I do think a lot of people really enjoyed. It was a generally good experience. It was generally a good vibe, and they kind of had more of a long-term plan to that showcase rather than what PlayStation did. And at the same time, too, we're kind of waiting for this upcoming potential Switch 2 announcement on the Nintendo side. And right now, people on the PlayStation are still happy with their console. They still enjoy everything. But a lot of folks are kind of waiting here, just waiting for something big, waiting for something new. And I think right now, PlayStation actually is kind of on the negative side, where a lot of fans, especially on social media these past 1 or 2 days, and especially after seeing the Xbox Showcase, are very against the idea that PlayStation is not giving people more of a long-term roadmap, that no one really knows what to expect and look forward to, and at the end of the day, I think a lot of people are kind of just sad and salty, waiting for something better. And this is one of those rare things where Xbox, I do believe, actually won this little mini E3. And I'm excited for it, because I could play all the games on Xbox, and I just want good games as a whole, but a lot of PlayStation people are not as excited as I am. So I'm going to go and kind of give you guys some of the social media vibes. I want to hear your thoughts and comments down below. And of course, we have the Twitter and Twitch room if you guys want to follow down below, and subscribe if you guys are new. So as you guys have just kind of heard, people are sad. Right now, we're seeing articles, we're seeing comments, we're seeing people on social media kind of discussing the fact that the PlayStation event was very, very lackluster. It wasn't fulfilling, and they want something new for the PlayStation side. And I'd probably agree. Right now, I can barely tell you guys a single game I'm excited for on the PlayStation 5. And that's not me being a hater, because I've had a lot of games out there that I've enjoyed, that I like, I vibe with. But one of the bigger issues is that I want something exciting. I want a big game. I want, a Last of Us Part 3 being announced and talked about or something. And I understand that the gaming sphere as a whole, you can announce a game, or you could technically, and you might have to wait 5 years, 6 years, or whatever for it. I get it. You can't always do it. There's business. There's an art to announcements and marketing. But I do kind of agree that we don't really have a long-term plan. We don't have a roadmap when it comes to all this stuff. And that's what I think kind of makes me the most sad, because I would like to know what games I'm excited for. Xbox, well, they may not be the best games out there, but I'm excited for the Indiana Jones game. I'm excited for Avowed. I want Fable. I want the new Gears game. Right now, there's 4 games very easily. And there's probably another 5 off the top of my bat that will end up on Game Pass, where I'm excited for. And that's just lickety split. Now, I am technically excited for the Wolverine game, whenever that will come out, but I don't even know the release date or release year. There was rumors on a Venom game and multiplayer Spider-Man, which may have been canceled. So we don't really even know what's coming out throughout these next few months. I was really excited for Stellar Blade. I've really liked it. But what now? What am I specifically waiting for? Now, there's going to be some other games too, say Elden Ring DLC, which the bigger issue is I'm going to be playing that up on PC. So right now, PlayStation, what do I have? I want to see a phenomenal showcase, but sadly, we already had one earlier on this year. And also, sadly, we just had a state of play. In both of those, there was nothing really big that I was super excited for. I don't know. So basically, going for this one we're seeing over here from Sammy, with a lot of people being like, hey, where is our showcase? We want something big because this is what we want. And I would agree. 100% from me, I would agree. I want PlayStation to kind of give us not maybe a full-on leak on everything, because if a game is still 4 years away, you don't have to show it. I get it. But maybe they just had really bad planning. And maybe right now they have nothing good to show. Now, we did go and hear them mention this before. We had a lot of big chance to go and see it, which stinks. But I don't know, people are just not happy. You even see the related articles where PS5 live streams are no longer speaking to the fans who built the brand. And there is a lot of old school games out there, such as Sly Coopers, such as Killzone, and such as Infamous. There's a lot of big IPs that have been very dormant for quite some time. So why are we not kind of trying to do something with that? Especially for the past 5 years, or for the PS5 era. If I was a big game company, I'd want one game of every big IP, because why not? We had a Ratchet and Clank, it did relatively well. Why can't we go and have all these other games tied on in? And that's kind of what even say Bethesda's doing. Bethesda's churning out games non-stop at this point, even with Starfield, but other games too as well. Now, granted, it's not all the mainstay Bethesda people, but look at Activision, look at Blizzard. These people are making and churning out games nonstop. Granted, it's really hard to compete with a $70 billion company. I understand that, but even then, where is everything else? I just want to know. So say whatever your opinion on the content, today's Xbox showcase felt more like E3 press conference than old, which I'd agree. Ever since the pandemic and the untimely demise of the Los Angeles convention, live streams on that kind of scale have been few and far between. Last year, Sony had a PS showcase, but it lacked the clout and confidence of an old PlayStation presser. A little over a week ago, it also had the simple state of play, which we argued was really not fulfilling, and I would agree. Like, I want to see something big. I want to be excited for having my PlayStation. I want to be hyped up and being like, let's go, I can't wait for this game to come out. And I generally cannot think of a single game from the PlayStation side right this second where I'm like, I want this now. I would pay an extra $20 for early access. And now there is a few games in the works, a few indie games, VR games, whatever. Like, I don't want to say there's nothing. But in terms of those big major games where I'm sitting there and I'm so excited and I can't wait, it's not that much. And there is a lot more on the Xbox side. Now, once again, some of these games are kind of like still fable. We don't know what's going to happen. We don't have a release date. It could be delayed, whatever. But I'm still excited for it nonetheless. Same thing with Wolverine, but that was like at this point years ago. So I just want something better and better. So saying perhaps unsurprisingly, PlayStation social media is already being peppered by disgruntled fans, desperate for the format holder to step up its live stream game. I hope you watch the showcase, one fan wrote. This is what we want, another added. Bring us a showcase this good. One more simply settled for, learn from the Xbox showcase. And I would agree. I want a little bit more hype, I want something a little bit more exciting, and I want them to go and kind of wow me, and I want them to impress me too. And now we still have some cool games, like Lego Horizon, sure. Until Dawn, sure. Concord, yeah, I don't know about that. Astrobot, cool. But at the same time, there is other cool games like Perfect Dark, Avowed, Fable, and other various big things like Gears of War, like Indiana Jones, and all these other various games too on the Xbox side, which does seem cool. And if you guys kind of go through some of these tweets, like a lot of people are sometimes saying like it may not be the bigger showcase, but a lot of people are saying like, hey, I don't want to watch this Xbox showcase and still try to make excuses for PlayStation is delusional. This is what PlayStation should be doing as well. And I agree. Like, I'm not expecting them to go and have the craziest games or whatever, but I do like the idea of having something to look forward to. And us seeing from executives being like, hey, we're not going to do anything special. We're not going to be doing anything crazy. That kind of throws me off a lot. Because I want something new. And they're saying PlayStation fans are begging for these for a million people. This is what we want. No excuses anymore. PlayStation better have a showcase this year on the level of Xbox just had. People want to be excited, and I share these sentiments. I share these agreeals. And at the same time, yeah, I don't know. Like, it's just rough. Here's just memes saying, like, PlayStation after watching these events on top of this, too. And, like, it is rough, too. And now some people are calling people just Xbox over here, claiming it's the best show ever, but they're like, hey, PlayStation 2016 was still good, which I don't want to take this away. But at the same time, I just want more. I want more to look forward to. I want people to get excited for this too as well. And it's just rough. Like, I want more, I want more. Now, some people might have their own bias on PlayStation or Xbox or whatever it might be. Like, I get that. Like, people are going to have their preferences. But with Xbox trying to go and push more towards being a publisher and being available for everyone. Them having any games at all is good. And this, in theory, might bring some of these games to PlayStation and Nintendo. So it may not be the biggest deal at the end of the day. Sure, maybe. But, like, I still want PlayStation-specific games. That's why I have the console. That's why I got it. And I'm not saying that there hasn't been games out there already. Spider-Man or God of War or Horizons or many other various games with it. And I've enjoyed it. Like, overall, I think they have made more exclusives and better exclusives than Xbox has. Like, that's just my honest opinion. I think a lot of people would probably agree. But the thing is, if you have this one big win, and they're winning in the console sector, and a lot more people know your games are, like, good, and your consoles are good, yeah, you don't want to be too cocky and ruin that. Because if you know you're going to be a number one no matter what, then you might go and get, like, sloppy and loose. But that's not what we want. We want games everywhere doing great. We want games everywhere where people can be excited. And that's what I want. And it does kind of seem like the gaming industry as a whole is very lame, very boring, very unimaginative, and just not unique. And that's why indie games are thriving so well. Because they're like unique ideas. It's something special. But the thing is, PlayStation can still come up with these unique ideas and special ideas. Not everything has to be a remake. So loosen up a little bit, spend some money, and at the end of the day, like, make some better services and better games for people. Not to say their games aren't good. Not to say that I'm, I guess, Xbox fanboy, but I will say at this point, Xbox did get a little bit of good community favor. People are excited for the games. They want to play their games, and I myself in the same exact boat too as well. Like this, Sony needs to go and wake them up. Letting Xbox do a better showcase than anything you've done since 2021 is embarrassing. And there was a lot of tweets and mentions like this, so I want to hear your thoughts and comments down below. Make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on. We have the Twitter and Twitch stream as well. I appreciate you guys all very much for watching, and I'll talk to you guys all soon.